You probably know that every single theater out there has a room backstage called the green room, not to be confused with the green door, or the hornet, or the lantern. This is a space where actors can go to relax, get into character, or socialize when they're not on stage. Green rooms can also be found in other performance venues like nightclubs and bars, but why do we call it a green room? Well, usually it's painted green. So where does the term green room originate? Long story short, we don't really know for sure. So if that's a satisfactory answer to you, you can skip on to the next YouTube video. Why waste your time? But you probably clicked on that thumbnail for a reason. You want to know some answers, so stick around. Hey friend, my name is Doug Fahl. Thank you for inviting me into your living room. I love what you have done with the place. Wait, this isn't your living room. You're pooping, aren't you? That would explain the smell. Alright, so you got this little room. It's called a green room. Why? Well, it might date back to the Blackfriars Theatre in London in 1599. Ah, that was a good year. Memories. Now, the Blackfriars Theatre had a room that was decorated green, and that's where the actors waited to go on stage. So, many think that that's where the phrase green room started. But actually, the phrase was historically around prior to that. Now, one other theory is back in Victorian times, the makeup that actors wore was this really heavy, creamy, caked-on thing. And when you put it on, it had a green hue to it until it dried. And it took about a half hour to dry. So the actor would apply the makeup, and then they would go to the green room to wait for it to degreen, so to speak. That could be the origin of green room. Others think actors get nervous, and those nerves kick in, you start to feel nauseous, you turn a little green. So the green room was a room where you would send nervous actors to decompress, meditate a little bit, get into character, and then they could go out onto the stage. Which reminds me, if you wear an Augmented actor t-shirt, others will be green with envy. I'm just saying. Those are all good stories, I suppose. I think it goes back even further, when theater was performed outdoors traditionally. And, the stage would be called the green because it was often in a field or on a lawn somewhere. So many thespians refer to the stage as the green. And so the green room is sort of the transition from wherever the backstage area would be outside into the green, onto the green, and it just sort of translated into theaters as well. So those are sort of the best answers we have for why it's called the green room. One thing to note is that many theaters consider it bad luck to paint the green room green, so some theaters will paint it red or purple or something not green. However, most of the green rooms I've been in have been this ugly lime green color, kind of like this green screen I'm using right now. Watch this playlist for more origins about the superstitions in theater. Or don't.